Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and tonight I'm bringing you our podcast number 44. This week has definitely flown by, so thank you for coming to hang out with me. I so look forward to Thursdays. Today is August the 10th, 2023. I have quite a few things to show you this evening. Well, it is evening here, so I'm not sure when you'll be seeing it. So grab yourself a drink of choice, whatever it may be at the time of day you're hanging out with me. It's a wonderful time to maybe even work on one of your makes. So get settled for the next 20 minutes or half an hour or so, and then we can get started as always with what else, being Thursday, Tile of the Week Thursday. So we do have some new friends that have joined us, so welcome one and all, thank you. So I will just talk you through what Tile of the Week Thursday is as a little reminder to some, and also for a little introduction to those that may not know what it is. So our friend Sam, joined by her partner Mike over at Manford's Makes, please make sure you go and visit them, have pledged. Well, Sam received this book, 100 Crochet Tiles via Happy Mail, just over a year ago, because we are currently on tile number 53. So Sam pledged to make each and every tile one a week until all 100 tiles have been made, not realizing at the time that there are 200 tiles, 2 years worth of tiles, 200 tiles. Oh my God, we'd never ever finish, or we'd just be doing this for quite a while. Now, I jumped on at tile number 25 because I thought it was a great way to hang out with Sam and all the other yarny friends that have joined us, including content makers and people that don't have content, which are just amazing yarny friends. And we just created this organic crochet along or cow, and it has been so much fun along the way. So if any of you would like to see more than just my tile and Josephine and Liz's tile, because they've sent them in as they always do, please put in the hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday, and you will get hours and hours of viewing and hours of reviews of everybody's thoughts of each and every tile. Now, I've been using the same yarn, so 7 different colors for every tile that I've been creating, and I have been using my Marvel acrylic 8-ply yarn. The skeins are getting thinner and thinner, which is amazing. This is one of my favorite colors. It doesn't have a color, it just has a number. And I've used my 5mm crochet hook for all of the tiles. As I said, I started at tile number 25. I've got about 25 tiles because I missed 2 or 3 along the way. I may catch up. If not, it's a stress-free crochet along. I know that a lot of you are catching up on your tiles. For example, Josephine, and I will show you her catch-up tiles shortly. And also Liza has done that as well in the past. I haven't as yet, but who knows in the future, because what I'd like to do at the end of our 100 crochet tiles, when we create them all, I'd like to put them all together in a little or a blanket. Shouldn't say little because it might not be that small. So this week's tile, while I was crocheting it very quickly, because it's called the Popcorn Fantasy, I kept imagining Sam and how she doesn't have a huge, she dislikes popcorn stitches. And then I was thinking, so there's one hand Sam thinking, oh, wow. I'm thinking she may not have enjoyed this as much as, other tiles. And then we have Marnie, our other friend, yarny friend from Marnie Yarny's Crochet Corner. And I'll obviously put their YouTube channels in the description box down below. And Marnie absolutely loves popcorn stitches. And there I was in the middle, somewhere in the middle. Not loving, not hating, just doing. But I have to say to you, when I show you the tile, I absolutely love the border because it's the moss stitch, and I had never done the moss stitch before, and I'm actually like falling in love with it. I don't think I'd like to do a huge project with it, but maybe with some nice cotton yarn, some face washes would be nice, and definitely as a border the way that it was used on this tile. So, overall, I quite enjoyed this tile. Here it is here, guys. It's actually quite pretty. It is a 12-row tile. There were 6 rows of popcorn stitches, and then the moss stitch for 5 rows, and the last row was single crochet. So there it is there for you. And I'll show you my tile, what it looks like. I've got my little clipboard on top of everything. Got to keep me on track tonight, guys. Here's my tile. I like the colours that I chose. We had to use 6 colours from memory, and it is very nicely textured. As you can see, the little popcorn stitches are sticking out, and the back is quite pretty too. It's very neat. But there's the moss stitch. I absolutely loved doing it. Like I said, first time, and fell in love with it. Now, our friends Liza and Josephine, as always, have sent in their tiles. So let me just show you theirs. So this one is Josephine's. Now, Josephine, as always, is still using the colours from her Ophelia Talks pack. So all her tiles are made up using all the same colours as well. So the same colour palette, I should say. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Josephine. There it is up nice and close for everyone. And Liz's tile is beautiful, as always. Now, Liza usually tries to use, in most of her tiles, the same colours as in the book. And she's created this one with most of the same colours as well. So let me show you theirs side by side. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. See how you can, this one looks like it's got a thicker border here, area compared to this one because of the colour usage. Absolutely love it. I don't think I can hold mine up as well. But there you go. There you go, guys. 3 gorgeous tiles. Tile number 53, done and dusted, tick, as we like to say. I'm very, very happy that we're, plodding along. I think we have now 47 to go, which sounds like forever, but let me tell you, I still can't believe that we're at tile 53 and I joined at 25. So thank you so much, Sam and Mike, for letting us all join you, and we've enjoyed it immensely. I love watching everybody's, little review and how they felt about that tile each week. For me, this week's tile was quite enjoyable. I didn't mind it at all, and as I said, I learned a new stitch, so that was awesome. So I can pop that to the side for now. Now, as I said earlier, Josephine has made some extra tiles because she's trying to catch up on the ones that she hasn't made. And at the moment where she stands is she only has 10 tiles to go before she's all caught up. I think that's pretty awesome. So let me just show you Josephine's extra 2 tiles that she made this week. So this one here is the tile number 6 in the book, and it's called Secret Lotus. It's actually beautiful. Again, using the same colours from the same Ophelia Talks pack. And this one is number 7. This one's very pretty too. It's H-E-B-E, Hebe or Hebe. Sorry guys, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but beautiful catch-up tiles to end our little tile of the week segment, Thursday segment. So thank you so very, very much, Josephine, for sending them through. Always fun to see the catch-up tiles. Now, while I'm showcasing everyone's makes, I really want to showcase a few things that some other yarny friends have sent in, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Now, let me just slide them off my clipboard. Now, our friend Pearl has been extremely busy crocheting, and she says that she just loves to keep busy, and let me tell you, she has been. So I'll show you her blanket that she made here. Isn't that gorgeous? Now let me read my little notes. Now Pearl said that this blanket, and look at it up close so you can see the beautiful stitch, was made for her cousin's granddaughter, and you can all guess what her favorite color is, right? I'm sure you all guessed correctly that it's pink. Absolutely gorgeous. And the stitch that is used here is stitch number 11 from Glenda at Creative Grandma. So if you guys want to look it up, that's what it is, and I will put it down in the description box as well for you. So that's the first little thing that Pearl sent us, but wait till you see her bumblebees. They are absolutely gorgeous. Now, there are 2 photos. I'll show you this one first while I talk about it, and then the second one. So how beautiful are they? They're so, so cute. So Pearl says that the bumblebees are so much fun to make, and the pattern is Hooked by Robin. And she's making one for each month of the year. That is so awesome. Now, the blue and yellow ones, she says, so these 2 were made for her cousin's son. And then there is this lot here. So have a nice close look at all of those, guys, while I give you some more information. And then there was a yellow and black one for her granddaughter. And then the March bee, the colors are of the March flower, which is a jonquil, Jonquil, and that's for her youngest daughter's birthday month, apologies. And then the June one is the black and white. So this one here, if you look up close, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a little crown of flowers because that's for the bride and groom. And, that's what it symbolizes. And I think that they are absolutely gorgeous, and what a great concept that you've got, Pearl, to create one for each month of the year. Now over here, guys, you can also see there's like another little crochet circular little like motif, not blanket exactly, and this is another pattern by Glenda from Creative Grandma. It's absolutely gorgeous. So thank you for sending those through, Pearl. And Pearl also says that she's got a couple of current whips. There's 2 blankets. One is her Christmas blanket, and she's doing that in red, white, and green, and they're all sparkle yarn. And she's also doing a granny ripple blanket for her cousin's grandson. So thank you so much, Pearl, for sending through all your gorgeous little makes. Absolutely love them. And yes, you have been very busy. Thank you very much. Now, our friend Liza, as always, has been busy making amigurumi. Wait till you see these gorgeous little creatures. So here's our first little friend, and this is Alfonse, Alfonse, and he's the Acrobat mouse by Simpson. He is so very cute. And then wait till you see, this is a mummy dinosaur, as in mummy, like a mum. And it is by Shabnam Miraei. I'm going to put the name in the description box. I love the colors, the rainbows, and this is a side view of her. Big pink cheek, absolutely gorgeous. So thank you, Liza, once again for sharing your amigurumi makes. You really are a very talented toy maker. Thank you for sharing them with us. And then we have Josephine. Wait till you see this gorgeous. This is like a hexagon type cardigan, Josephine said. I hope that you can see the pattern, and I'll show you the back of the cardigan as well. It is made using 100% Egyptian cotton. I can only imagine how soft that yarn is. And the pattern is by Crochet with Gigi, and it is a YouTube tutorial. Now here's the back when it's laid out, so you can actually see it's almost like filet style stitching there, crochet. And the color is gorgeous. I love the hot pink. So thank you so very much, Josephine, for sharing that. The only thing that Josephine did say that she did different to the pattern on the YouTube channel was she didn't do the full length sleeve. She did the 3/4. So just be mindful of that if you do go across to have a look at it. And then we have our friend Shirley. She has crocheted a total of 15 more beanies, which are going across to Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach, which is hosted by our friends KK and Kristen at K&K Crochet. If you haven't already visited them, please go and do so, and you'll see why this is such an important project. So Shirley has made 7 adult on this side. I absolutely love the purple beanie, and also 8 children's beanies, because of course, you know, this for children and adults, you know, alike to benefit from all these little beanies. So this is the second lot of beanies that Shirley has sent off. So thank you so much, Shirley, for sharing them. They're absolutely gorgeous. Now, lucky last, and it's something that I've got physical to show you because it's here with me. My friend Michelle from Coco's Crochet Corner, last night she completed this gorgeous granny square blanket. I just love the colors. But before I start, I have to show you her little tag there. Made with love by Michelle. Now this blanket is such a beautiful size. And what it is, guys, look at the colors. First of all, absolutely love the colors and the border. very simple border of single crochet, double crochet, and single crochet, US terminology. Now this, oh, I can't open it as much as I'd love to, but you get the idea. Look at it, guys. Oh my gosh, look at that. If I do it that way, you might be able to see it even better. So this is a continuous granny square that Michelle flipped every single row or round. And she did use the same yarn that I use for my tiles, which is the 8-ply Marvel yarn, 100% acrylic. She used a 5.5 millimeter hook. I believe her favorite hooks are Tulips. And yeah, she's got her little tag in there. And I did say to her that this was perfect timing for the Granny Square Day, the Worldwide Granny Square Day, which we're all celebrating on the 15th of August, which is next Tuesday, I believe. Yes, it is. And the colours were chosen by her daughter, because she made this for her daughter. And the colour that she wanted to showcase the most, or, you know, a feature the most, was greens. That's why she used a few different greens. So thank you so very, very, very much for sharing that with us, Michelle. Absolutely beautiful. Now you can give it to your daughter, and now the next blanket she'll be creating is for her son, so watch out for that one in the near future. I cannot wait. I think she's just waiting for him to choose his colors. Excuse me, I dropped a hook. I thought I heard a little noise. I pick it up. There we go. So that was Michelle's gorgeous make, her little, well, not little, but her granny square blanket. Thank you so very, very much, Michelle. Now, what have I been working on other than my Tile of the Week Thursday? So some of you may remember, if you saw last week's podcast. If you didn't, please go ahead and do so. I did say that I'd be creating some squares for the project Squares for Comfort. Now that is well, not local. It's a few hours away in Newcastle from where I live, but it is in Australia. And what they're asking for is 20 centimeter by 20 centimeter either crocheted or knitted tiles, and then this group of volunteers, then they stitch them all together and they give them out to those in need, including the Ronald McDonald House. Now, their preferred colours are the darker colours, but they accept any colours, of course, and the lighter colours they tend to give them to the children in Ronald McDonald House. So I've opted to go with the darker colours this time round, and I did do a little calculation that if I sent off 35 squares to start off with, they'll be able to create the blanket that the size that they usually make, which is 1 meter by 1.4 meters, because 1 meter will be 5 tiles, 20 centimeters each, and then 1.4 will be 7, so 7 5s are 35. I hope I did that correctly. Now, before I show you the little tiles I created, and I think there's about 7 of them at the moment, I'm going to be using for this lot that I'll be sending off. And what I've decided to do is that as soon as I've created them, I'll bundle them all up and send them off, and then start another project in the future when I have a bit more time. So I'm using my Spot Saver USA style yarn. Absolutely love it. This color is navy, and then I also used, and this is all that I've got left from it, so this one is again a Spot Saver in prints, and it's called Black and White. And for the squares that I'll show you very, very quickly, I've used my 6mm hook. So what I'm planning to do is use the colors that appear in this tile, everything other than the white. So there is a little bit of blue in there, and a lighter blue, some gray, and some black, and of course the navy. So that's what I'm going to be using. So that's one whole ball here. That's all I have left. So I might be able to do a tile with a few different colors in it. So I'm going to save this until the very end. But I managed to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that color. So they're just very, very simple. There's 7 rows. So after, so when I've done the 7 rows, I measured it out, and it's just over 20 centimeters. And they did say that, 20 was the guide. And with the navy at the moment, I've made 3. So what did we say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so that's 8 tiles. So, you know, I've got a little bit of way to go before I get to 35 tiles, but I'll definitely be doing that as I go each week. If I create a few, you know, I'm hoping by the end of the month, maybe even to have them ready to go. I know that it's, you know, getting to the end of winter here now, but obviously they're collecting them all through the year and putting them together as needed. So, you know, I'm not so stressed and worried, but I definitely want to be able to get them out to them. So that's my little Squares for Comfort project. And if any of you want to go and have a look at what they do, if you're just interested, they do have a Facebook page, and I'll just pop that name down in the description box for you as well. Now, the other thing that I've, you know, started crocheting beanies for is the Chris O'Brien Lifehouse. And once again, this will be a continuing project that, you know, you'll be seeing, you know, in my podcast, just giving you little updates. So what I pledged to do is I've decided that every month I'll be sending off whatever amount of beanies that I've created for that, like crocheted for that month. I won't have a set target number. I'll just slowly crochet as I go and contribute, and whatever I've, you know, managed to collect for that month, I'll send them off. I do have a couple of friends that are joining me, and one that is going to learn to crochet. She joined us last night at Coco's Crochet Corner specifically for this project, so I think that is amazing. So last week I showed you that I had started using this beautiful yarn here. It's very, very soft and squishy, and that's my aim, to use all my softest yarn for this project. And it does have all these flecks, and it's beautiful, and it crochets up very nicely. I do use, again, my favorite hook in the whole wide world is my 6mm hook with this yarn. And last week I'd made 2 beanies, and this week, oh, and this is just a bag of millings. So in total, all the beanies that you'll see, I've made using 1 bag of millings, 400 grams. And I'm pretty sure that this will get me to the end of this one. If there's any left over, I'll just keep it to use it for some other project. So I've got this half going, or a third of a beanie, and I've added 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And then I've got the 2 from last week. So 4, 5, 6, so 7 beanies from 1 bag of millings. That's pretty amazing, I think, and it is very, very soft and squishy yarn. So I'm looking forward to finishing this one off, and then getting another beautiful bag of millings with super soft yarn and starting again, because we're only, as we said, the 10th, and we've still got another 1, 2, 3 weeks to the end of the month. So I've got plenty of time to make a few more beanies for the Chris O'Brien Lifehouse. So that's what I've been doing with that one. So let's put this one over here, tick. Now, the other thing that I've been working on, and I'm so excited and I'm hoping that I can keep it up, is the Advent calendar from Crochet Society for 2022, so last Christmas. And if any of you haven't seen the unboxing, please go and do so, because in each and every, so in the unboxing, I showed you all the little extra little things that came in each and every little box, because you don't just get the yarn to use to crochet the blanket, you also get a few little notions and knickknacks and bits and pieces. I thought about showing it every week. If you guys want me to do that, I can do that. Just let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, go and watch that video, because they're all in there. You know, I've showed them all. So this week I managed to make 2 more tiles. So currently I am at 5 tiles, because I had made 2 originally, 1 last week, and now I've added 2 more. Let me show you the tiles, but before I do, I'll show you the hooks that we've been using so far to create all the tiles. So these are both polymer clay hooks that came in the Advent calendar boxes. So this is a 4mm and this is a 3.5mm. And the yarn that we use this week, so I'll get the first tile. Now, forgive me because I haven't sewn in my ends for the first one. I don't know how that happened, but I am going to sew them in. So this is the tile number 4. And for this one, we use the 4mm hook. And we use these colours. We use the clotted cream. Now, these are all acrylic yarns. And we also use, and they're Villa Coco yarns. And they're a DK weight or an 8 ply. And this one here is wine gums. And we created this gorgeous tile with that, from that. Sorry, I didn't write down the names this week. I should have done that. Note to self. And the 5th tile that we created this week is this one. This has got some hearts in it. And again, we used the colors. Excuse me, I'm just going to pop it down. We used, this one is called Shrimp. Let me get my glasses, guys, because I have written it, but it's very, very small. So we used foam shrimp and wine gums. Created this tile here. Now with this one, and all the tiles are 8 rows. So each and every tile so far has been 8 rows. So this one, for 7 rows, we used the 4mm, and for the last row, we used our 3.5mm. And they're all turning out pretty good in that they're the same size. I was a little bit tighter when I was crocheting the original 2. But only by just a smidge. So I don't think it'll make a difference when I put them all together. So I'm happy that I managed to make 2 more this week, guys. So let's see how I can do next week. Hopefully 2, I'm hoping at least 1. But if I get 2 done every week, I'll be able to finish this advent calendar before the next one has to start. So that was great that I managed to do that. Now, the other thing that I spoke to you about, guys, and I'll be giving you updates until the end of the month, because I have been asked to crochet some Father's Day can cozies on consignment. So this is what they're going to look like. This is one that I crocheted last week. So there it is there. So this week I managed to make a few more. And what I'm using for all of them is my Ogo yarns. I've got so much in my stash. It is a bulky number 5 yarn. This is just one of them. Absolutely love them. And again, if you're not familiar with Ogos, I do have an Ogo playlist. Please go and have a look at it. There's quite a few fun projects in there, and the original haul, which was amazing. If you haven't seen that, you really need to go and see it. So I've been using, again, my favorite hook, guys. I really need to invest in a few more of these. My number 6 crochet hook. And this week, I managed to make, and I am dipping into my big bag of Ogo scraps from all my other projects. So this week I made another 1, 2. This is the one that I had started, and it was about up to here when I did my one of the episodes, how many Ogos does it take to crochet ... and it wasn't finished, and now it is. So I can include that in my count. So that's 1, 2, 3. This one's got a few little puff stitches in it as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This one's got puff stitches in it as well. I really love the puff stitches. So that's another 6. So I've done a little tally. So we had 11 last week. We've got 6, so that's 18. My target's about 30. 3 weeks to go. I think I should be able to meet it. Fingers and toes crossed, guys. So although I don't have, any, like no one's pressuring me to get to that number, but I'd like to. It would be awesome if I could do that. So that's that ticked. Now, wait till you see this project. I am so excited to bring you this one. So some of you, and if you haven't already seen it, like I always say, please go and see it. It was the happy mail that I recently received from Josephine. So thank you so much again, Josephine. She sent me this amazing rewind tape yarn. Let me put my glasses on so I can read the stats out to you while I show you the gorgeous yarn. Now, if you're not familiar with tape yarn, it's exactly as it says. It's a flat yarn. And it's absolutely like it's a dream to work with. I've always wanted to try it, and now I have. So let me just show you the yarn as I talk to you about it. Now, there it is there. It's called Rewind Tape Yarn. It is by Lion Brand. And this color is Current Situation. As you can see, it's in the purple family. An absolutely gorgeous color. And it is considered, it tells us that it's a number 5 bulky weight yarn. It recommends, I think, a 6.5mm hook, but the pattern does call for, you guessed it, a 6mm hook, which I absolutely love. It comes in 3.5 ounces or 100 gram balls, and it is 219 yards or 200 meters in each ball. Now, this is the start of a second ball for the project that I'm doing. What's the project, you ask? Well, it's the gorgeous Tulip Square Trapeze Tote. Look at it there, guys. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the pattern is by Wilbur Westenberg. oh my goodness, I have just finished a shawl by her. All of a sudden, Wilma is everywhere and she is amazing. She has a YouTube channel and there is a YouTube tutorial for this bag as well. And I will show it to you now. Now, I should say, sorry, it's a whip. I haven't finished it as yet and I'm hoping to very, very soon. I've made 3 out of the 5 squares that we're meant to make. There it is there. Absolutely gorgeous square. So I've got the 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, Josephine said she's already made this bag using acrylic yarn and the rewind tape yarn. And this is obviously the better way to do it. This yarn is incredible. It is so soft and it glides off your hook when you're crocheting with it. And yet it comes up, excuse me, very nice and stiff and sturdy. Now, Josephine did say, and I was not surprised at all, that the handle is going to take the longest, and that's okay. And as you can see, it is a bit see-through, so I might attempt to line it. So let's see how we go, one step at a time. But these come up very, very quickly. The pattern is quite enjoyable. It does have puff stitches in it and double crochets. It's absolute, and V stitches, absolutely gorgeous. So if you want to give that one a go, I'm going to pop it down in the description box. I highly, highly recommend it. Obviously, you can use any yarn that you wish to. That's a bulky number 5. But if you do happen to have some rewind tape yarn and you weren't sure what to do with it, I think this is a project that would work really well. And you get a gorgeous tote at the end of it. So that's awesome. Now, last night, very late last night, I thought, oh, I really want to make a little amigurumi, but I wanted to try it in velvet yarn. I have got so much in my stash. This is just Millen's. So this is just velvet yarn, and I have made loveys from it before, blankets. So I just thought, you know, I've always wanted to use it for amigurumi, and that was one of the main reasons why I bought so much. So with my 4.5mm hook and a pattern from Rose and Lily Crochet on their YouTube channel, they had a little pattern for an easy turtle. Now this is a project in the making, so bear with me because I am nearly there. So I've managed to make the flippers. So these are 2 of the little flippers, and then the other 2 little flippers. Here they are. And I've started with a shell. So there's the shell and the little body. Now what I love about this pattern, I've never seen it before, but mind you, I haven't made it yet. You leave little slots where you put in the little flippers or the feet or the legs, sorry, flippers, and a little tail, which I haven't made as yet. And I've still got to make the head. And then eventually, somehow, it turns into a little turtle. So I'm hoping that I'll have it finished to show you next week. I'm very, very excited. I have to say that this yarn, it is so soft, of course. The stitches are a little bit difficult to see. But in saying that, by some miracle, you work out where your hook goes. I do keep a vigilant stitch count, and the tutorial is quite easy to follow. So that's you know, my little amigurumi in the making, because we all know I need to work on that skill. So I thought I'd try a different yarn to just the normal 8-ply acrylic that I've been using. I have not tried cotton as yet, but I am enjoying using this yarn, so hopefully I'll have it finished before you know, I see you next week. Now I think that that's all I needed to tell you. Yes, I am using a 6mm. No, I'm not using a 6mm hook. I'm using a 4.5mm hook for that. Everybody knows how much I love my 6mm, but not for this one. Definitely, yes, definitely using my 5.5, which I haven't got here with me at the moment. So that's what's been happening in my world this week. I have been keeping myself busy crochet wise. There are, as always, another 150,000 projects in my head that I would love to finish and start, but I'll just keep plodding along with these for now and pace myself. Please let me know what you're all working on in the comments down below. I always love to hear about it. And of course, as always, share via email, and I would love to showcase your work because you are all so amazing, so talented, and you get so much done. It amazes me every time someone sends me, an email or comments down below, sends a comment across. And of course, as always, it's nice for us to share. It inspires us as well. And then, you think, oh, I'll just add that to my list. So, as always, please do share. I absolutely love that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and with all of us. We are a gorgeous community, which I'm so proud and so blessed to be a part of. I can't tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me, and for just, showing me so much love and support. I can't thank you enough. And in return, I've been able to create, form some really nice friendships with most of you. I'd love to do it with all of you. So, to everyone that's been here for almost a year, we're, nearly the end of August, and at the end of September, it's going to be a year, which I cannot believe that we've been hanging out together. So thank you, everybody. On this note, I'm going to say to all of you, take care, and I shall see you all again in another video. Bye bye, everybody.